Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever it is that you find yourself. It's always nice to have you with us, man. It is hashtag listen. It's called Season 6. I'm Lincoln. I've got another exciting and interesting guest with me in studio. If you are on a plane, on a train, on a bus or car, if you loop iewers in die stofstrate van Suid-Afrika, is lekker om saam met julle te kuier. This season we're having interesting conversations and we have very, very interesting guests with us in studio. And we're not going to take up much time talking about nitty-gritties, but we are going to have conversations, as that is the purpose of the season, to unlock, uncover, and to discover what people are busy with in and around South Africa, as well as your space, Kimberley and the Northern Cape. So, met daai gesê, welkom natuurlijk bij nog 'n episode en ons praat natuurlijk met Junior Oliphant. Some might say Oliphant, some might say Oliphant, but I will allow him to correct the listeners, not myself. How are you, my brother?
Hi, Lincoln. Hope you are well.
Lekker.
Thank you so much for having me. It's honestly a great opportunity to be here. And yes, it's Junior Oliphant. And I'm not opposed to people calling me Oliphant, but yeah, it's actually Oliphant.
Preferably.
Yeah, preferably,
Oliphant. Nice one. I'm saying that because my name is a weird one and people always have issues with that.
Yeah.
I also learned to just make peace with it.
Yeah.
Nice one. All right, so people don't know you, people do. And it's generally how life goes. Some people know us, some people don't know us, and it's beautiful actually in that sense. But you are an artist, you are an entrepreneur, you are a young man, you are, some might have different labels for you. You are a painter, husband, partner, the works. But tell us who's Junior to you.
Okay. It's always a long story, you know, but I try to cramp my biography to make it as small and short as possible. But first of all, with every branch that I tackle within my own business, I just call myself wholly as a visual artist. Because everything that I do has everything to do with visuals. So instead of calling me a painter, but then you don't know, I do tattoos as well. I do photography. I'm a mural artist. I do graffiti. I do storytelling now recently as well. So, but with everything, I just call myself a visual artist.
Nice one.
But with what gained recognition with my name is back in 2023, I did a painting called The Great Depression.
Okay.
And it is a appropriation piece from The Last Supper.
Okay.
And it is a self-portrait.
Okay.
So it's like 10 to 13 different versions of me just sitting at a long table. And I just decided I'm going to stop doing things the traditional way, like I've learned in varsity and whatnot. I'm just going to do what my soul tells me, because I allow my soul to guide my brush strokes, right?
Nice one.
And that painting just like took over the world. Like literally took over the world. I submitted it for this other call out. It's like a moving exhibition, if I can call it like that. They call themselves It's Liquid Group.
Okay.
And they are based in London, but they do exhibitions all around the world.
Nice.
So they're trying to give artists, like starting artists, to try to give them a platform to showcase their work towards an international platform.
Beautiful.
And with that being said, that's how everything started. I made a video, put it on TikTok and Facebook, and then after that, phone calls just started flooding in, newspapers, radio stations, and I was like, I didn't expect it to blow up like this, because I was looking for sponsorships. Right? And everyone was just like so eager to help. And once again, while I'm on this platform, for everyone that did reach out that time to help a man in need, I really appreciate that. And after that, like, I kept manifesting this, like, if I can get that one breakthrough, then all the doors is going to open for me. And this is the biggest door that is open for me. It's not, financially, it's not consistently enough, like the tattoos and the murals. But because of the painting specifically, it opened the doors to every aspect that I'm doing. Like getting clients is easier now, mural clients as well, because now people are not just painting for quality work, but they're painting for my name at the end of the day.
Nice. Wow, beautiful one, man. But we grew up in the dusty streets of Kimberley. Maybe you grew up in a street that wasn't as dusty. Maybe you grew up in a nice, fancy area. But we grew up in Kimberley, and Kimberley being Kimberley. But, and that, I want to ask this question because it has to do with visuals and you're a visual artist. It has to do with what you see. It has to do with what you imagine. Your surroundings, where you came from, how has that, shaped and impacted your creative journey?
Um, this one story I can always go back to how it all started.
Yeah.
I was okay. My whole family is actually from Scale.
Okay.
My mother's side and my father's side as well. But I didn't grow up in Scale. I grew up in Johannesburg.
Okay, nice one.
In Vereeniging
Yeah.
and Kempton Park. And then eventually later in my years, then I moved to Kimberley
Yeah.
and I matriculated at Pescodia in Roodepan.
No.
But where this artistic journey or the curiosity started was in grade 3. One of my uncles, he was an artist, but I never knew because I never took note.
Yeah.
Also, he was like an introvert artist.
Okay.
He doesn't show people his work.
Yeah, yeah.
And his paintings was always in his room, of course, and his room was always closed. And one day I tried to peek because I'm just a child and I'm curious what's happening behind this door because the door is directly opposite the bathroom.
Yeah.
So you always look against the closed door, but you
Yeah.
don't know what's behind the door. And I managed to peek, couldn't see anything because he caught me, and he scolded me like, he didn't want me to go inside.
Yeah.
And eventually I left it and I let it go. And then one day he left his room's door unlocked. And then I took the opportunity to go check what's
Yeah.
happening behind his room door. And once I opened the door to a completely new world, you know. There were so many colors, there were so many paintings, and everything looked so realistic. Everything inspired me. I didn't even know that a person could do something like this,
Yeah.
And ever since then, I just started taking interest in art, I was one of those kids that was always throwing in class and getting in trouble for it.
Yeah.
Until eventually my parents could call it in for vandalism, if you can put it like that. And then he knew he was the reason
Yeah.
behind it, and he figured out that I actually went into his room. And then slowly but surely, he guided me
Yeah.
into it. Was still considering that I'm grade 3.
Yeah.
But yeah, eventually I got into it. And then I just never stopped. Now, continuously, in my artistic career or my visual arts career, I try to take on as many challenges as I can to continue to grow because I know the challenges that I'm taking on
Yeah.
is gonna overlap on my other skills as well.
I hear you.
So everything grows as one.
Nice one. Now you mentioning that was early on. It was early
Yeah.
childhood and so on. But somewhere that shifted. Like you said, it could have been the self-portrait, the mural that went viral. But talk to us about that switch. That switch where it said, "This is not just a hobby. This is something I'm going to pursue and I'm going to make a business out of."
Yeah. It all starts as a hobby. I used to call myself a bedroom artist because I didn't have any guidance or mentorship. So I was just painting some stuff and it would just be there in my room. And when family comes over or family friends come over, then my mom would just brag about Kikumui, Tikan,
Yeah.
and that's it. It just stayed there. Until eventually it started coming to a point where I had to decide what I'm going to do after school.
Okay.
And I was like, you know what, this hobby, I think I want to take it further. But still, I didn't have any guidance. I don't really have any artistic bone in my family or anyone that that took that hobby as a career.
Yeah.
So I was completely clueless. And I was like, I think I'm going to study graphic design just so that I have a safety net. And then maybe with the graphic design, then something will help this hobby turn into a career, right? And I thought at the time it was a really smart move.
Yeah.
And I studied design and studio art at Central University of Technology in Bloemfontein.
Yeah.
And this was 2018. And how I got into was a complete miracle. I was supposed to submit a portfolio. I didn't even know there were such things as portfolios. I've heard the word before, but I thought as an artist, they just put something in front of you and you have to be able to replicate it, right? And fortunately, there was a lot of spaces that wasn't filled. It was reserved, but it wasn't filled. And kids that didn't pitch for the test day. So on test day, they put all the kids in class and then they build you like a still life imagery. and then you have to try to replicate it as
Okay.
closely as you can.
Nice.
And there was only 3 students in the class, and then they only chose me.
Yeah.
And I actually didn't apply.
Yeah.
I just went for open day, and I was like, hey, this is what I want to do,
Yeah.
and I don't know where to go.
Yeah.
And then they referred me. I was at UOS, I was
Yeah.
here, I was there, and eventually when I got to CUT, they're like, okay, come back next Monday. We're gonna do a test day with you. We're gonna draw a still life, and this is what's gonna happen. And if they choose you, then congratulations. But if they're not, no hard feelings because you didn't apply.
Yes. Yes. Makes sense.
And I understood that
Yeah.
100%. The only stress was I already left my job.
Yeah.
I now quit my job like fully, and this was now the only way out.
Yeah.
With God's grace, I came in. Was still struggling with accommodation, of course, in as far as and all those things, because I don't know what's happening. No one in my family knows.
Yeah.
I'm the first one in the family that goes to university, so we all were clueless.
Yeah.
And then, as the year went on, the lecturers were really impressed with my work, since I'm a self-taught artist and I don't have any background or prior experience. They thought I had really good potential. And then my lecturer enrolled me into a competition called the Patsewani New Breed Art.
Okay.
So it's an annual competition that they host at Oliphant Museum every year in Bloemfontein. And it's catered for new artists that's entering the scene. And she submitted my photographs, my paintings, and one of my photographs got chosen and to be part of the exhibition. And I was like, I didn't expect it at all, because I didn't want to be part of the exhibition in the first place, because I don't know what to expect. And I don't know what is the longevity going to be of this. I don't know what fruits am I going to get from it, because I don't have anyone that I can ask, you know? So my expectations was really low. But then on the night of the exhibition, I went to the exhibition, because I've never been to an exhibition. I've been to galleries, but never an exhibition where I'm included. So this is something new, but I'm still going to keep my expectations low. And I was so impressed with seeing how many people are interested in art and how many people came out. Yes, majority of them were students, but there was also your kind of your elderly side that was so into it, you know. And I was like, we have William Humphreys in Kimberley, and at the time I was an artist, but I wasn't an enthusiast. If you understand what I'm saying. So I'm not used to seeing people go to exhibitions or go to art places and things like that, because usually in Kimberley it's painted differently. People aren't really that interested. And that is what like narrowed my vision when it came to art. I was just doing it for myself. I was just doing it in the room. And that changed it. That exhibition, I changed it. And I was like, I think I want to make this a career.
Wow.
And I've been doing the tattoos since 2014. The murals, I started doing the murals in 2023 after London. But with me going to, of having been an artist, just pencil, and then doing the tattoos, and then going to varsity, everything else improved immediately based on what they taught me in varsity. So they exposed me to fashion design, textile, ceramics, painting, fine arts, photography, graphic design, jewelry even. And like everything that I'm doing currently right now started there. And after that first exhibition, I was like, yeah, I think I'm going to do this. I'll still use it as a hobby, but you know, getting a 50K or 100K isn't going to be a problem. You know, it's gonna only help me in the future and also give my name some credibility.
Okay, so on the back of what you just said, we've went through everything and you experienced all of that, and you've loved and you've had the journeys and the experiences. You then decided, right, let me formalize this, Virgin Steel Studios. Talk to us, Virgin Steel Studios, and I'm not going to confine you in what and talk to us about that. You know, your journey, where you want to take it, what the plan is.
Okay, basically, Virgin Steel Studios is a collective of artistic services that I offer. I'm sure you've heard that phrase, jack of all trades, but master of none. I'm basically that guy. So I offer everything, and everything is my tattoos. It's mural art. I do floor resin, the epoxy resin as well. I do storytelling, and I do paintings and photography. But it just came to a point whereby tattoos is my most consistent income.
Yeah.
But then clients see my cameras, clients see my paintings, they see spray cans at my house, see books that I'm writing and things. And then they're like, so you do photography as well? And I'm like, not actually, but I can.
Yeah.
And then she's just like, okay, can you do my wedding for me? You
Yeah.
know, and that's how everything just started flowing in together. And I was like, you know what? All these things that I bought for my business to make my tattoos easier, because the camera I bought was for the
Yeah.
tattoos, right? But it's the services are complementing each other.
Yeah.
So why not be the one spot that everyone can come to for everything?
Yeah.
And if you like I say, if you end up searching Kimberly tattoo artist or Kimberly mural
Yeah.
artist, then you find my name, you find my work.
Yeah.
But then if you go through my profile, you also see the other things such as the photography and
Yeah.
the tattoos. And then you're like,
Nice.
so then I don't have to go to 1, 2, and 3 for different services. I can just go to Junior
sense,
Oliphant
yeah.
for one service.
Nice one. Now, Junior, we spoke about off camera about a few things, and we'll touch base on that. But let's talk. You know, you started all of these different branches, and they complement each other. Quickly talk to us challenges, because with any business, with any new venture, there's challenges. Your challenges, how do you navigate them? How do you try to overcome them, and how do you overcome some of them?
With the challenges, the main challenge that I'm facing is staying in Rodopan.
Yeah.
As much as I love Rodopan, and I basically finished the majority of my teenage years there, as well as was matric, and I'm still staying there. The problem is, with as big as my name is now, people still don't feel comfortable going out to Rodopan because of how it's stereotyped. Yes, you have the problem that it's far. I agree with that. Some people don't have transport. Some people can afford Bolt, but a Bolt from town to Rodopan is also a lot. It's like 200, 300 rand
Yeah.
a trip. And then there are those that can afford it or that have cars, but because of the stereotype that is acclimatized with Rodopan, they feel like their safety is going to be in danger, or the cars aren't going to be safe, and therefore they rather choose not to support. So mainly that is the main challenge that I have with the tattoos specifically. With the other services, I can't really say that I have any challenges, because it's self-explanatory challenges. You know, you have competitors that is there, you have the weather, you have inflation, you know. But me, I just, with Virgin Steel Studios, I just focus mainly on the tattoos,
Yeah.
because that is how I get clients for my other services.
Yes. Nice.
And with the paintings, people know me more for the tattoos and the paintings specifically. But with the paintings, I've created the blueprint for myself,
Yeah.
whereby I only do like 5 to 10 paintings a year.
Okay.
And then I use that 5 to 10 paintings for 2 years to apply for art competitions and exhibitions and things like that. And that puts less strain on me, because then I don't have to paint every day now.
Yeah.
So I just write my stories down, or I make my notes about how I want this painting to be, my statements and so on. I update my portfolio. And then whenever there's new call-outs in the new year, then I know I've got 5 or 6 paintings that's laying there that I can just throw in there, and then just hope for the best. Because now I understand the business side of art a bit more, or how museums work. So it's kind of easy to plan for those things and how to execute it. Because you can also kind of predict what the theme is going to be.
Okay.
Because usually they recycle the themes. I don't want to give the whole blueprint there, because you know, But yeah, that's basically it. The challenge is staying in the Rodopan, and the stereotype that comes with Rodopan. That's also one of the challenges that one of the stereotypes that I'm facing through my paintings as well. My paintings, as a visual artist, I challenge stereotypes that is associated with colored people. A lot of people some see me as a political activist. Some see me as a voice. Some see me as an inspiration. Some see me as propaganda as well. But at the end of the day, I just keep on telling people that I'm not an activist. I'm just an artist. All I do is I paint what I've been through, or what I've experienced. And it's crazy to see how many people actually relate to that. And that's basically it.
You've mentioned something, and you mentioned it off camera, and you're mentioning it now again. You know, you going against the grain in terms of stereotypes. You're challenging it. You're voicing. You're really speaking out on it. Maybe not speaking, but through your work. Through what you do. How I want to ask this in a very holistic way. How do you see that impacting or influencing your business and what you want to do? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it something that's taking you in a different direction? But let me leave you to ask it. I think you get the gist of what I'm saying.
Okay, I think there's always two sides to it.
Yeah.
With the mural specifically, I cater for commercial clients,
Yeah.
and corporate clients,
Yeah.
right? But because of my ties to political affairs, and I'm not a politician,
Yeah.
I just paint what I feel,
Yeah.
or what I want to say. But because people see that as politics, they feel like it's too hard to touch.
Yeah.
So let's not associate ourselves with
Yeah.
that. Especially with, if I can make an example, there's Israel versus Gaza
Yeah.
and Palestinians. I'm pro-Palestinian, I'm going to say that proudly. But if, just an example, né? If Pick and Pay wanted me to do their murals,
Yeah.
right? But just because I'm pro-Palestinian, they feel like they're not going to support me,
Yeah.
because their customers are pro-Palestinians and pro-Israelis.
Yeah.
So they don't want to seem like they are, choosing sides. So there is the downside towards it. But the good side is I'm unapologetic about it.
Yeah.
I always
Nice.
find my people, or people find me, people that really wants to work with me,
Yeah.
they know where to find me.
Yeah.
And I always find myself in the right room talking to the right people every single time.
Yeah.
And then I just realized, like, this path that I've chosen to challenge stereotypes, it's identity crisis for
Yeah.
me, because I identify as colored, yes, but I'd like to believe that my ancestors are Khoisan.
Yeah.
But I can't just go out and say I'm Khoisan.
Yeah.
I have a journey to take. I have a road to take.
Yeah.
And that journey that I'm on, I take my paintings with it.
Yeah.
And those loyal fans that I see that always shares my stuff, always comments, always likes, I take them with me.
Yeah.
Because me painting my feelings that a lot of people can relate to,
Yeah.
in a nutshell, is challenging stereotypes as a colored person. But a lot of people relate to that. And it's my modern way of leaving my mark behind. And where I see this going is, in a few years, I definitely see varsities having me in their school
Yeah,
books,
nice.
studying about me.
Nice.
Hopefully, someone will do a statue about me at
Yeah.
some varsity or something, or call a fund
Yeah.
after my name, because I am busy building a legacy.
Nice.
And I was at the point when I started the Virgin Steel Studios, I was at the point that I need the money now,
Yeah.
so this is how I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
But then what made me get more business is realizing that I'm not doing it for myself anymore. I'm doing it for the next person. So if I get funding to like open this creative hub and put everything together, then I have the opportunity and the power to change a community, because now I can hire people to send their kids to school or to varsity, So I'm not doing it for myself anymore. I'm doing it for those out there that is watching me.
Right. Junior, before we wrap things up, man, you talk about visual arts and everything that comes along with it, storytelling and the likes. For those out there saying, I don't want to get involved in all these other branches. I just want to do 1, 2, or 3. Is there money? Is there not money? That aside, what are we saying to those people out there, with regards to, I want to do this, but I want to make money from it as well, as a visual artist, as a painter, as a muralist, as a graffiti artist, you name it. Let's call it visual artist.
I think, when you go on YouTube and TikTok and you ask yourself, or you ask Google or TikTok or YouTube how to blow up as an artist or whatever the case might be, they will always tell you to find a niche.
Yeah.
And that's actually, it's facts. You have to find a niche.
Yeah.
It's very difficult. It sounds so easy. I've been painting for so many years, but I only found my niche in 2023.
Yeah.
And I'm almost an old man now. Yeah, I'm 28. I'm always almost off the calendar.
Yeah.
So about 2-3 years ago, I only found my niche. And I've been doing art for so long. And once I found my niche, then everything changed for me. Because now I've got people that can choose they want to support me, not because my work is great. Now people choose to come to me because I am unapologetic about my work. When I do murals for clients, there's a, how can I put it, like a signature style in the way that I do it. The same goes with my paintings as well. I can't really say that with tattoos because people come for what they want, you know. But for those clients that do give me creative freedom, they kind of allow me to put my signature style on their arms, you know. And then I just take it from there. So what people have to do is you just have to like find your voice. Sometimes you have to break yourself down completely, shed all that old skin, all that old ideas, and carve your own journey. And as you carve your own journey, you'll find your own voice. It's like you're going through a breakup, and then this breakup hits you so bad that you don't know yourself anymore. But eventually, when you get over that depression, then you realize, but you've got new boundaries now. You've got new purpose now. You've become a new person now. You've got new beliefs, or you've just got a new destiny that you feel like you have to go to. That is the person that you need to become to find your niche. Because becoming a tattoo artist, becoming a painter, or doing murals, anyone can do that. Anyone can sing, anyone can act. But what makes you different is the question. And that's the question that you have to ask yourself. Because we all start as copycats somewhere. And starting as a copycat, that's completely okay. Because I started there as well. But galleries didn't want to touch me because my work was so realistic that it looks like a photograph. And I thought, like, if I can draw like this, if I can paint as realistic like this, then galleries are all gonna flooding and come and want my paintings and want my work in their galleries. And that was not the case at all, because they wanted something different. They want something that you can pioneer.
Wow. Guys, before I let Junior let you know where to find him and where to get a hold of him, I think the message is very, very clear. Find your niche and make sure that you follow your heart, your dream, and be unapologetic about what you do. And with that being said, Junior, where can people get a hold of you, man? And how do they get in touch? All of that.
They can check my website, www.virginstillstudios.coza. And then I have my TikTok account, which is Virgin Still Studios. But the Virgin Still is abbreviated. It's VRGN Studios, and it goes the same for my Instagram account as well. So I'm not going to give my WhatsApp number because you can get my WhatsApp number on my website or my Instagram or my TikTok, and we'll lead you straight to my business account.
Junior, thank you so much for joining us, man. A lot of information, a lot of depth, and a beautiful backstory that you have. And we wish you all the best and success and blessings, man.
Thank you so much, Lincoln. I appreciate it.
You have it, guys. It's a wrap for another episode of #Listen here on Season 6. It is Junior Oliphant with us, Virgin Still Studios founder, visual artist, muralist, painter, tattoo artist, graffiti artist, if you want to call him that, and the likes. Everything to do with visual art, and a young man that is unapologetic about what he does and what he represents. From myself, Lincoln Bardos, until we meet again on the #set, take care, love, peace, and happiness.
Keep me in the valley. Hide me from the rain. Come on, my God is awesome.